doing our glass accents, we go on and we put some spacer blocks in and just skip the accent row. And we did that on all the walls here. Our glass, of course, is a little thinner than our wall tile. So instead of trying to run through a screed board and fill the gap with mortar to the right distance, what we've done is we're going to install this Ditra upside down where the glass goes. And once this is installed, then we're going to be able to just turn right around and install our glass with a 1/4x1/4 notch trowel over the Ditra. We use the Ditra because it's waterproof, so we're not going to introduce anything, and it's inorganic. That's the main thing about it. We're not going to introduce any kind of organic material into the shower. And using the Ditra, it just gives us 1/8 of an inch of build out, so it helps to keep the mortar from being too thick, too thin, squishing all over the joints, and doing anything like that. So anyway, that part's in, and then we'll get the glass installed next, and we'll go from there. Now that we have our Ditra strip in, like I said before, we're going to use a 1/4x1/4 trowel to build our mud out. And then we'll put our glass strips into the mud from there and flush them up with the existing wall tile. You can also see the shelf that's in here is one that we custom made. That way it centers up perfectly on our tile. The one that Schluter sends is 2 inches wide. This one is closer to 1.25 inches wide. If we used the Schluter shelf, we would have had to offset the shelf on a row. These are 6 tiles wide, and the Schluter shelf took up 3 tiles of the glass strip. So I didn't want to have to offset my shelf, so we made our own. One of these days I'll try to think to do a video on how we made the shelf. They're not too terribly difficult to do. Just use the utility knife and some thin set. And scrap Curdy board. So we're about to have this guy all pushed in. Pretty nice to have a high gloss mosaic, or wall tile rather, not the mosaic, but the tile itself has that nice high gloss to it. So when they have that kind of a sheen, it's imperative that we get the walls nice and flat so that the reflection is true and not all jaggedy, which I'd like to think we did pretty good at. And we have a glass strip here. It's going to be a nice accent for this dark tile. And we'll use the same glass in the back of the niches there as well. So that's how we do our glass strips. So a better shot on this, we got this first sidewall spread and we're ready to put the glass on. And so just to kind of again to show, we put the Ditra behind, of course, just like we did on the back wall. I thought this might give us a little bit better angle. The camera will come back into focus. Doesn't know what to focus on, I guess. There it comes. Just builds the ambiance. But there it is. I mean, you can see how nice and true. We're going to use a grout float and kind of push it together here in a little bit. We'll get all of it up. And then we'll space it in and make sure everything stays nice and flat. But we don't want, just because the glass is a little thinner than the wall, doesn't mean that it gets to be recessed. It all needs to plane out the same. So we work really hard to make sure that our glass tile planes with the rest of it and is nice for our customers.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the subscribe button. Remember to ring the bell to keep updated with our latest videos. Stick around and check out the next suggested video coming up after this clip. Thanks for watching.